Hey, y'all, welcome back to the Late Night Vision Show. This is episode number 86, the last episode of this show for 2019. I am Jason, owner of Outdoor Legacy, and I have got my co-host and partner in crime, Hans, from the Hans East Texas YouTube channel with me tonight, as always. What's going on tonight, man?
What's going on, Jason? So if you're listening right now, we are actually recording this podcast before Christmas, but if you're listening to it right now, it is after Christmas. I hope everybody had a great holiday break, a chance to spend time with your friends and family, to celebrate the birth of Jesus, and hope everybody got a chance. Yeah, I hope everybody got a chance to celebrate that as well. And
and I am celebrating, since it is before and we're recording this. If you're watching on YouTube, I've got on my Griswold family Christmas T-shirt. It's got the tree on top of the station wagon, so I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little bit like Clark Griswold right now. So
I've got a brand new T-shirt on. If you're watching on YouTube, it's a guy with American flag in the background and a guy standing over a dead hog with a pistol with a bald eagle on his hand.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So you need to check it out.
Maybe this is a new segment on the show. Every week we just describe what we're wearing.
What t-shirts?
I don't know. Sounds like a pretty good idea.
You're definitely gonna. I think you're definitely gonna want to check this episode out on YouTube because I think we're gonna be showing some goodies. And last week's podcast, I spoke about being a little bit nervous about this show because I'm basically giving away some secrets to not just everybody out there on the other side of this microphone, but my wife, who may or may not know some of the things that we're going to be talking about on the show. So we could potentially have some interesting conversations after this.
Yeah, and I want to say, I didn't know we were supposed to bring anything to the show. I didn't know this was show and tell. I just knew it was tell, so I didn't bring anything with me.
I try to be, compliment not just the audio listeners, but also the video watchers. So I try to bring props whenever I can,
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could have brought some things, but I didn't know. So I'm like the kid. I'm like the kid whose mom didn't pack his lunch, and I'm just going to sit over in the corner and hope that you share. Because I'm
like the kid that didn't bring his homework when it was assigned, and now
exactly the dog ate my homework.
Yeah. So we are going to be. I don't remember if I was supposed to intro the topic, but I'm going to go ahead and do it, Jason. I'm going to roll right into it.
Go for it.
So what we were talking about this week, since it is a special time, a special episode, as y'all know, usually during holiday weeks, we don't talk business very much. We've been doing a lot of scope talk here towards the end of the year with a lot of the best of series that we've been doing. But this week we're going to keep it pretty lighthearted. We're going to be talking about a lot of people will talk about good Christmas gifts for hunters, and we'll be talking a little bit about that. But these are good Christmas gifts for hunters that we bought ourselves. So
the best gifts are the ones you buy yourself.
and the wives and spouses don't always know about the Christmas gifts, or the gifts, doesn't even have to be Christmas, but the gifts that we buy ourselves that pertain to hunting. So, like I said, there might be some wives,
I think you and I are probably like most guys in that our wives really don't care, but we don't tell them, not because we're trying to hide it. It's because we've already got so much other hunting stuff. They don't really know or care if you come home dragging something else. It's just more stuff. They don't. It just gets to the point that they're kind of like, yeah, whatever, just go. It's the same thing. If my wife had 5 new pair of shoes tonight when I walk in the closet, I won't really know because there's just so many already. I'm not really counting. It is what it is.
Oh, no doubt. And as long as it's not in her way and she's not tripping over it, she pretty much doesn't care.
Exactly.
Now, if I come home with a new gun or a new something, she'll be like, "Really? You need another one?"
So she would know that. My wife wouldn't even know. I mean, she would just be like,
only because I would be talking about it.
Okay.
But
you're not good at keeping those secrets.
If I'm getting a new rifle or something, I'll be excited and talking about it. Or if I'm building a rifle like I did before, I'll have a bunch of parts being shipped to the house or whatnot.
Stuff's laying around.
But she gets so many packages. Amazon is kind of like everybody's best friend now. don't go buy your scopes on Amazon. But
yeah, I was about to say, how dare you say those words? But
you
can
show. You can go buy your widgets and gadgets and everything else from there. It's okay. But she's ordering stuff for the kids all the time and getting every day at the end of the gate. There's always a few packages. So mine just kind of gets stuffed down in there and. They don't really know. Well, she does know, but she just think, oh, it's just a stupid something, and really doesn't care. But you know what? So we were talking this week about great gifts for hunters that we bought ourselves. We don't want to rely on anybody else getting us that perfect gift. We know what we want, so we go out and buy it. And that's pretty much like a lot of the buddies and friends that I have around here. The wives don't even bother trying to figure it out. They're just like, you know what? I know what I want. I'm just going to go buy it and call it a gift, or this is my Christmas gift, or this is my Christmas and birthday gift. But I'm going to start it out. So I've got a few things that I've purchased recently that I'm excited about. I can't wait to start playing with, and I'll get into that story here a little bit later. But so I'm going to get this thing. It's laying on the floor in my office right now.
Oh,
it's
boy.
It's excited.
Got to leave the room. He's got to leave to go
get
right
it. So
what is it?
The first thing I bought myself, I'm showing it on video if you're watching on YouTube. This is a brand new Moultrie mobile game cameras. Now, this is my second Moultrie. We've got 3 Spartan cameras that we run right now. One of the Spartans is very old, kind of took a dump recently, so I needed another game camera. So I purchased this, and actually everything, y'all, that I'm going to show you on this show, or we're going to show you on the show, we bought and paid full price for it. No company is giving us. Yeah,
we don't sell any of this stuff. I'm just looking at my list. I don't know what all's on your list, but I don't sell any of this. This is stuff that, I bought full retail.
This is stuff full retail price, so nobody's asking us to do, give them a mention. But
these are literally things we just bought.
Yeah. I mean, so this is a texting game camera. It's actually, it texts or sends the pictures to a mobile app, which I really, some people don't like the app generated cameras, but man, I've got one Moultrie right now, and I love it. I think it's the trigger time or whatever, the send time on the picture is really quick. It uploads really quick. And so I've had a good luck with it, and this is even a nicer one. And real quick, Jason.
Quick question.
Well, real quick. The reason why I bought this is because they had a $50 rebate going on. So I knew I needed a game camera. $50 rebate. Man, I'm sold. Yeah.
So a couple quick questions about it, because I'm not familiar with the Moultrie, and I know this could be different, whatever. But roughly, what is this costing you a month? Because I don't know how their deal works.
Man, that's a great question.
Oh, brother, here we go.
So the camera was regular $180, which isn't expensive.
All?
I know it was, and they're good.
They're going to kill you on the monthly fees. Then
no,
they have to.
So yeah, it was $180. I got $50 rebate, which
that's cheap.
$130 for a texting game camera is cheap, and
well, sure it is.
I've got one right now, and I know it works good, so why not? And this is actually a nicer one than the one I got. A month, I want to say it's $10 a month for 1,000 pictures, maybe.
What are those? Pretty good quality pictures? I mean, good enough.
Good enough to tell what type of animal it is.
That's all I care about. Yeah. I mean, I'm not looking at them long on my phone.
No, and it uploads right to the app, and they're quick and easy to get to. So I love it, and I thought, man, I have the need. The need is I need a texting game camera, and it's basically on sale. So I mean, that's a win-win for me. So I bought it for myself. Merry Christmas, Hans. My wife, Crystal. Thank you for my Christmas gift that I bought myself. That she does not know. She does not know that. And she may be listening on the other side of this wall, because she does that sometimes. So I may go to bed at night and get asked a bunch of questions.
That's funny. Well, I tell you what, I do not intend this show to be all about game cameras. And to be honest with you folks, don't pile the comments up asking me questions about, because I don't claim to be an expert on these texting game cameras, but I'm just going to roll right along with this, because that's what I just recently in about the last month got myself, was a second Spartan. I know you mentioned Spartan. I already had one, and I wanted another one, so I got another one, and really, really like them. The Spartans are much more expensive than that. I mean, I think these things are close to $300.
Well, the difference is, though, you can get those that actually it texts to your cell phone as a text message is the difference. And those are great. I love those too.
I don't have mine set that way. I want email. I don't want the text. So mine are just emailing to me. And I had a little bit of trouble, and I'll say this, and gosh, I just feel like we're opening this big can of worms for the comments. And so if you make a bunch of comments about game cameras, I'll read them, but I can't promise I'm going to reply because I know this can just get to be like a bigger subject than rifles and calibers. But I had a hang up when I got this new camera. So a buddy got one, just like this. And when he got it on my recommendation, and he was shocked that he had to go and he had to get the data through Spartan. And he was like, I thought you told me I could just get it through AT&T. And I was like, well, man, that's how I've got mine. He was like, no, this SIM card, and I'm reading the instructions, it says I've got to get it through Spartan. And he was like, man, the deals aren't near as good as what you've got. And so like, oh, man, I don't know. Well, long story short, come to find out, he went down to the AT&T store. He bought a SIM card, got their data, which was much cheaper working. And so I was like, okay, great. I'm going to go get myself another one. I did, and I had a rigmarole. I went to the same AT&T store, talked to the exact same guy, and he could not get me the right SIM card. I bought $20 or $30 worth of SIM cards that were useless, didn't work. I had to go online. It was a mess. I finally found some at Walmart for $9 that solved or $5 like solved the whole problem. Anyway, awesome. I've got it working, and so I just went with the Spartan because I already had one and liked it. My deal is I think the AT&T data that I'm doing is like $100. I don't want to say and be wrong, $120, and it expires in 12 months. And I've been using those plans, and I've never even used 50% of it in a year, and I'm getting thousands of photos a month right now. I mean, some of them I'm setting off where, they're only going off 1 minute, but I've got one right now that, every morning I wake up to 50 to 100 photos, and there's another 100 before 10 a.m. It's just the hogs and the deer are hitting a couple of these. But anyway, so I got myself another texting game camera too, and I'm going to tell you something. What I do in the off season is I take one of these things and I pull it and I put it on our driveway. Yeah. And we've got we live out in the country. We've got a really long driveway, and it's really nice to put that on there. And, I can get the text or the email, I should say. I get the email before the person even pulls up. I can hear it ding, and it's really nice. Sometimes if you're gone or on vacation or whatever, you can see every person that comes or goes. So they're pretty good for security as well, kind of after the fact. But anyway, so the game camera. That's all the game camera talk for today.
Absolutely. So that's a good one, Jason. Spartan game camera is definitely good. So the next item that I bought myself, so I've, as a everyday carry pistol, I've been using a Glock 27. It's a great pistol, but it's not very comfortable to wear. And I've been wanting something that I could carry in my boot or carry, on my waist, something that was more, because here's the thing, if it's not comfortable to carry, I don't want to carry it. Right. Well, as y'all know, I use Diamondback rifles, love them, got many of them, been using them for a long time. Diamondback came out with a brand new, it's called a DB9, I hope I don't mess this up. I think it's Gen 4, DB9 Gen 4, and I'm going to show it right now. It's a slim profile.
I've seen that pistol. It's a sweet little pistol.
And it's a single stack, 6+1 single stack, very thin. It's a good looking pistol.
I'm going to say something about this pistol for folks that are watching this. I want one of these. I carry a SIG P238 380, and it's a little mini 1911. Love the thing, super accurate. But I would like to have something that it was a little bit bigger. I'd love to have a 9, and I've got the little Glock 9. It's just too big to carry in my pocket. I put my SIG P238 up next to Hans's little pistol here, and it is nearly the same exact size. I can carry that, and I carry it in my front pocket, which I know a lot of people don't like to do, but that's where I carry. And that little thing will fit in your front pocket. I want one bad.
So I've mounted it's from a company called Techniclip, and it's basically just a belt clip that mounts on the side. It screws into the back, but I clip it on the inside of my boot, and man, I don't even know it's there. I love carrying it. I never go out without my pistol because it's so convenient and easy to carry, and I love carrying it. And it's better all around. That I am carrying, and that you have that comfort and security of having that with you, but also you don't feel like you're toting a pistol, at the same time. It's you don't even know it's there. But this is the Diamondback DB9 single stack 9mm 6+1 slim profile. I mean, fits on the inside of your boot, inside of your waist comfortably. It's got the Techniclip on it, and I love it. I wear it all the time now. So you need to check it out, the Diamondback Firearms. Yeah. And again, I bought this. Diamondback didn't give it to me. I bought it, paid full price. And these are not expensive. I think I got this for a little over $200.
I'm telling you, and it looks good. The trigger felt good in it. I got to shoot that thing. I'm jealous.
This is the ODG green, or whatever they call it, whatever the
ODG. I don't think that's it.
What is it?
I think you mean flat dark earth.
No, this is a green.
No? Is it green? OD green?
OD green, yeah.
Right,
yeah, OD green.
ODG. I think that was a rapper in the 90s, but I'm not sure. I can't be for sure.
I think you're close. But Jason, you and I will be together soon, so I'll let you shoot this thing off.
Yeah, we're gonna go hog hunting soon. So bring that thing, and I may shoot a hog with it or something. You think I can get a Thermion on the top of that? Does it have a Picatinny rail?
You can put a Thermion just about on anything, but we could try it. Hey, and I'm going to talk about my other thing before you get to your last.
I know where this is going. Yeah, because this guy is not shut up. He sends me pictures and videos.
I did. I sent you a YouTube video of this thing. That's how. So to tell you the story, my last gift.
Great.
So what the dilemma that I've been dealing with lately is. I want to weigh hogs out in the field conveniently, and because I want to get accurate weights, and if I shoot a big one, I don't have to haul it off to another location to weigh it. I want to be able to weigh hogs in the field.
And I don't know why he's worried about this. He could do what everybody else on social media does, look at it, figure out what the actual weight is, and add 200 pounds. I mean, that's I don't know why you can't. Everybody else does, but whatever.
I've shot some pretty big hogs, and people say, "How much was it?" And I'll be like, "I don't know," because I didn't weigh it. So I want to be able to weigh, especially if it's a big hog. I want to know what it is, and I don't want to have to haul it from where I'm hunting all the way back home to weigh it. So, you and I've talked about welding something on my trailer that we can set up for weighing hogs. I've talked to welders, and it can easily be done. It's not a complicated welding project. But
I'm a little upset about this right here.
You were drawing up plans, and
I was drawing up plans, and for some reason, I told him, I said, "You just bring your trailer back at my shop. We'll get this thing done." And I think he must have been snooping around my barn and seen some of my dirt dog welding, and he must have been concerned that my dirt dog welding wasn't going to hold up for his big hogs.
It's not that I don't trust your welding. It's just I don't trust it. So I don't want to be hoisting up a 250-pound hog and that thing snap and break my neck or something.
This guy, what a friend.
So what? I was walking through. So if you're in Texas, you're probably familiar with the Buc-ee's gas station, which is the only reason it's a gas station is because it's got gas pumps, but it's more like a big shopping. I mean, they got everything. food.
Are they
craft.
outside of Texas, or are they just in Texas?
They might be expanding out to Texas, outside of
know.
Texas, but I think it's only in Texas right now. But so I was walking through there one day, and they said, "Man, they've got a great hunting section." And I'm like, I didn't even know that's how big this place is. I didn't even know they had hunting supplies at the gas station. I'm in there, and lo and behold, they have this thing, and I may be the clueless and the last person that's ever heard of this, but they have something called the Hitch Hoist, which obviously I don't have it in here with me. It's huge in a big box, but it is basically it's just a tube angle iron that is
Square tubing.
Yeah, square tubing that's got it's not angle iron, but square tubing that goes into a
and
2 inch.
Let me weld on it.
Yeah, exactly. It goes into a 2-inch receiver hitch, and it's got a foot on the bottom that expands down. It's got obviously it goes up in the air with the with pulley system and a crank to crank them up. Anyway, it's set up so you can do it in the field. So if you have a 2-inch receiver on your truck, got a 2-inch receiver on your I've got a Kawasaki Mule, plug it in the back of there, put that thing together. You can crank it up. It also swivels, so you can use it to help get big hogs or whatever into the back of your truck or mule. And I'm okay. So I found it, brought it home, and I said, I bought myself a Christmas gift. This is the most, I'm more excited about this than I am anything I've gotten. And my wife's like, great. Well, since that's a Christmas gift, you can't play with it until Christmas. And I was, man, that is the lamest rule ever. But so I'm
so
it's
lame.
sitting in a box in the garage right now. She won't even let me open it and play with it because she says it's a Christmas gift. And if you're listening to this show now, I've already opened it and I love it. I'm sure of it. And I've already put it together and I'm playing with it. But at this point, before Christmas, I haven't got a chance to open it. And
I don't believe it. I think he's already got his playing with it, and he threw a bunch of, scrap in that box so she shakes it and thinks it's there, a brick in the bottom of it.
It's still got the wrapping on and everything.
I can't believe that.
So it's called the Hitch Hoist by a company named Hunting Made Easy. When I got on the internet, I started researching that. There are some other brands out there, I think, that make them.
That don't sell theirs at gas stations.
I'm sure they don't. This is a company.
I'm sorry, I'm not dogging this company. Hey, kudos to them. Now, and I'm serious. I did watch. He sent me his little YouTube video. He's been so excited about this.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie. When he sent me this video, I was like, you know what? I actually kind of want one too now. I mean, that looks really cool.
It was $100 at Buc-ee's, and it was. I looked online, and that was the cheapest place I think that you could get it was at Buc-ee's. And yeah, the company Hunting Made Easy is out of Grand Prairie, Texas, so north central Texas area. And man, I'm pumped. They had a product that solved a problem for me, and it was not expensive, and I cannot wait to now. This is kind of what they call Murphy's Law. Now that I have a way to weigh hogs out in the field remotely, I'll never shoot another hog over 100 pounds and never need it. It's kind of jinxing myself. But that's just the way it is. I'll take my chances.
Well, I will admit it looks really cool.
It is cool.
And, yeah, most of the time I'm hunting on my own place, and so I drag my, just drive my tractor down there and use the front end loader. But as many different places as you hunt.
Yeah. The thing is,
I can see.
I've been to your place. You've got your setup right underneath your carport. But if you could use, go down in the field, and if you're going to field dress a deer or
sure.
Get some meat off a hog, you could do that down there and not have to worry about getting blood all over the inside of your car.
No, you're right. I'm just spoiled hunting here on our own farm, so I just drag them up there with the tractor. But no, I admit it really does look cool, and I can tell you this: you couldn't build that thing for $100. There's no way.
No, no way. I was going to go and get something welded up for the trailer, and I saw this. I was like, man, that's for $100. That seems like a no-brainer. But that rounds out my Christmas gifts that I bought myself. I guess I've been pretty good this year. I've taken care of myself pretty well. I've bought some other. Well, I'll recap. I've had a
bit. Oh boy, get thinking of more things.
I've had a pretty. These aren't Christmas gifts, but I bought myself a brand new Kawasaki Mule. I built myself a couple of rifles. I've had some new 2 or 3 new rifles come through.
Two cans. Got some cans coming in.
Yeah, dead air silencers. I got 2 cans. Man, it's been busy, and not to mention all the thermal scopes that run through this place that we get to test and check out on a regular basis. So it's been good.
Well, I have one more thing on the list, and I'm going to tell y'all, I am a last minute shopper, and sometimes it turns out that I'm actually an early shopper. So last year on 12/19, that would be 6 days before Christmas, I decided that I needed another suppressor. So I bought myself my third suppressor, and it's I bought a Omega 300 from Silencer Co. And so 12/19 of last year, 2018, and I was hoping to get it in before Christmas last year. I was hoping maybe they could get it delivered on New Year's Eve, but somehow it didn't happen. It didn't make it. I was really surprised that 6 days wasn't enough to get it. So I was last minute, but then I decided, you know what? That just puts me really early for buying for 2019.
Yeah.
And here we are, Christmas 2019, and I still don't have that can.
Well,
so
I like the positive. I like the positive vibe you're throwing out there. You know, the silver lining around the cloud isn't that it came late for last year's New Year's gift to yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
You were hoping that it would come early for this Christmas, but
yeah, and now I'm just hoping that it comes for Christmas 2020 because and I want to say something about this. I this will be another can of worms in the comment field, but I believe there is some myth that travels around, not just on the internet. I hear it from people when I talk to other guys about suppressors, whether you're in the gun shop or just around the feed store, somebody's talking about suppressors, and I always hear this. Man, the wait times are getting shorter. Right now, man, I heard about this guy. He got his in 6 months. Man, I know this other guy, he got his in 4 months. Like 6-8 months is how long it takes. Well, that may be true, but I know this, that my first suppressor I ordered, I guess maybe over 3 years ago. And when I bought it, everybody was like, oh man, wait times, they're getting short, 6-8 months. 13 months later, I got it. And I had ordered another one. And when I got that one, everybody said, oh, man, wait times right now, 6-8. I'm thinking, what? Are you got it? Okay. Oh, yeah, man, you're going to get it. And everybody's got this brother-in-law's first cousin's nephew who got his in 4 months. So I got it. It took 11 and a half, almost 12 months by the time it got here. And I am dead on 12 months again on this one. And I know there's going to be somebody in the comments who's going to tell me they got theirs in 4, 6, 8 months, and you need to go buy a lottery ticket because I cannot get it done. And now I'm thinking maybe I need like a rimfire can or something. But then I'm just like, it would be fun, but good gravy. Another 12 or 13 months? I just don't know.
It was almost 12 months exactly from not the time that I submitted the form, but from the time that they cashed the checks, which was, gosh, a good. They didn't cash my check till almost 2 months after I submitted.
I didn't
paperwork.
Understand that. Yeah, my check was cashed like real quick after.
It was much later after the fact, but it was 12 months from the time that they cashed the check when I got my 2 cans in. And boy, that was a glorious day. The sun was so, man, it was like I was floating on cloud 9.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, and I'm going to tell you something. Anybody's listening to this, if you don't have a suppressor and you decide you're going to get one, I'm going to tell you what to do. Everybody told me this. I told Hans to do this. This is the one piece of wisdom that everybody will give you and you won't take and you will regret it. Right. When you buy one, when your first one, buy 2.
Yeah.
And I was that guy. I said, I don't need 2. I only need 1. I mean, I can switch them around. It's not like I'm out there hunting with 3 rifles at once. And I said all the things that everybody says. And I was like, no way. I didn't have that thing for 30 days. And I was like, I need another can. I got to have another can. I'm tired of moving it back and forth. And so, then again, I'm up to 3. You have to order 2. You're gonna do it. Just go ahead and get it over with. Then I know you're gonna spend more money, but trust me, do it. So anyway, that's my Christmas. I'm hoping for 2020 I will have my can.
Because if you only have 1 rifle, more than likely you're going to get another rifle down the road, and you're going to need 2 cans. So just go ahead and do it. It's very sound advice.
Here's the reason that also that I really 2 and then went on to get the 3rd is if you go hunting with your buddies and if they don't have suppressors, then there's no reason for you to have a suppressor. Because you're back to everybody's blasting eardrums out. You got to wear hearing protection. It's just a royal pain if one guy, even if it's just one guy doesn't have it. So while I'm not buying cans for all my buddies, if we do go hunting with somebody, at least I can say, and you'll get this way too. Hans knows this. Once you start hunting with a can, then you're just spoiled to it, and you just hate the idea of not, somebody not having one. So I would rather say, hey, screw this on your rifle. We're going hunting, than having to go wear ear protections every time we want to shoot. So anyway,
absolutely.
Well, I want to go over one more thing here. It's on my list. So I want to know if you've got a wish list, because I was looking over the things here on mine, and I'm like, I got some great stuff this year, but I've got a wish list because there's always other things that I'm not saying I need any of this, okay? We've got way more stuff than we need. We're blessed beyond measure, but there's always things that I would kind of like this. So I'm gonna tell you a few things on my list, and you can tell me if you've got anything on yours.
Yeah, I've got some.
This may be my I don't know, maybe my New Year's gift or my let's see, what's that? What's the next holiday? We've got Valentine's Day to myself. I'm not sure, but
wow,
I've got several things here that I want, and I already kind of mentioned a rimfire can would be fun. I want. Now that I'm looking at my list here, I didn't realize this, but they're all firearms. So I really do kind of want that DB9 pistol. I want a 17 HMR rifle.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to bring that thing for you to shoot. That's right. I'm glad you said that.
I want one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do. And I tell you what I want. I want that. I think Adams Arms make it. It's an AR-15. It's an upper, and they've got a kit for the lower. My brother's got one, and it's awesome, but they're so expensive. I really want one of those, but you know what? A bolt action would work. All I'm going to do is shoot turtles with it in our lake. We don't have a ton of turtles, but I shoot every single one that I see, and so I really would like to have a 17 for that. So yeah, bring yours when you come hog hunting, and I want to try it. I would also. I'm thinking that I want a new rifle for deer hunting. My reasoning is I've got a Ruger M77 270 that I bought myself when I graduated high school. It was a lot of money to me then. I'd saved up, bought it, loved it. I've used it, now well over 20 years, and just really like it. But I wanted to get it threaded. It's got a stainless barrel. I carried it to 2 gunsmiths, and they said, oh, man, it's a little too thin. We don't want to thread it. And so everybody says, well, just rebarrel it. Well, you start looking at that, and it's like, that's cost as much as buying a rifle. And I have no real sentimental value, with this gun. I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to buy something else. So I'm kind of looking at like one of the Ruger American Predators that are already threaded. Yeah. I know there's the Ruger American, there's the Mossberg, the Savage, there's the Axis. There's a lot of different options, but I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards that. So that's kind of on my list. And I was talking to my brother about it, and he's a big gun nut. He's got tons of guns, and he said, "How often do you shoot that Ruger M77 270?" And I said, well, a couple times a year when I'm deer hunting. And he said, you know, a 10-cent pair of earplugs would be a lot cheaper. And I said, yeah, I know, but I kind of get to buy another rifle, so there's always that. So anyway, I don't know. That's kind of my list, and I know it's not going to happen, but I still would like to see Diamondback make a 12-inch Grendel. Man. But that's whatever. I mean, that's just always on my wish list, and by the time they make one, I'm going to be settled into something else, and I'm going to be upset. But it is what it is. If they'll do it, I really do want one.
Yeah,
so
you and I are both.
That's my wish list.
Yeah, you and I are both using the 6.5 Grendel rounds calibers right now, and we both love them. I mean, I love mine.
We're using 12 inches. I mean, just different brand. I really want one of their setups though in that. But anyway, that's my wish list, and they know that. I have sent my wish list to them for that with Santa Claus. They know.
They've already responded. Now, I know they're making a 6.5 Grendel, but not a pistol, but maybe they'll get down there soon. But, so I've, it's kind of funny. All the things that I want next are kind of gun related too. So the calibers that I have right now, 6.5 Creedmoor I've got, 308, obviously, 6.5 Grendel, 223. I'm really wanting to get a 6.8 SPC upper, just to be able to switch out with my lowers and get that in a pistol. And so to be able to switch out and use that caliber a little bit. I don't know. That's not high on my list. What I really want is a very nice 243 bolt action rifle for coyote hunting and for doing daytime coyote hunting. And all the guys that I follow and like that are big time coyote hunters, majority of them are using the 243 caliber. They're using real nice, spiral barrels, and it's just something. I want a real nice long distance 243 for coyote hunting, bolt action, so I've been looking at one for over a year. They are not cheap.
Let me tell you something. I'm just sitting here thinking about this show. We started with cellular game cameras. Mm-hmm. We went to concealed carry pistols, suppressors, and now rifles, brands, and calibers. If this is not the perfect storm of debate and argument central among hunters, I don't know what is. I don't think there's anything else we could pack into this show unless we start talking about LSU and Alabama. I mean, I don't know, and we all know that the Tigers are the best this year. But anyway, so that is wow. Yeah, I do. So you want a 243?
Hey, I'd like to get a nice 243. Like I said, I love bolt action rifles. I do like the traditional guns and being able to use that to coyote hunt with during the day, or even at night too. But use it during the day. I've got it. We actually, and this is a good time to mention it. I only hunt one tournament every year. I get asked a lot to hunt some hog hunting tournaments, some coyote hunting tournaments, but there's only one that I hunt with. That's the Conway Farms predator hunting tournament that comes up in February. I'll be hunting it with my team. We had a good time last year. We had a good showing. It's a 24-hour tournament. Dropped 8. We got 8 coyotes, which is pretty dang good here in East Texas. We lost. We came in second place out of 12 or 13 teams. But man, it was fun. We had a great time. We're doing it again this year, beginning of February. If y'all are in Texas and you want to be in a great competition with some really, really good hunters, y'all need to check it out. I'll be putting information out on it on Instagram. It's the Conway Farms Predator Hunt, and you'll be able to find it somewhere on Facebook and somewhere on Instagram. But that's it's a grind, that 24-hour tournament. I know you and I've talked about it before. And Outdoor Legacy Gear is a sponsor. We are raffling off a brand new Sightmark Wraith. So thank you, Outdoor Legacy Gear. Is this news to you?
This may be news to me. Are we raffling it?
Yeah, we're going to raffle it because the teams are four-person teams. So the winning team to get one scope. I don't know what they're really going to do with it. So either we're going to do one.
That's not a raffle. I'm very confused.
I'm sorry, not a raffle. It's going to be a door prize.
I was thinking, what? Yeah, it's not even a door prize. It's a prize. It's a prize.
It's a prize.
But, this guy, who puts this guy in charge? I don't even know anything about it.
That's the good thing. I'm not in charge.
You're somehow in charge of giving away my scopes.
Yeah, well,
it's okay.
It's we're either going to do it what we're calling basically a door prize. So when you come back in for the weigh-in, everybody has tickets. We draw, winning ticket gets a scope. Or we might do it that, or the heaviest coyote, whoever gets the heaviest coyote will win the.
Basically, folks, they don't have any clue. All he's saying is that I'm donating something.
So
you better just show up.
No clue, but it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, no clue, but it's going to be awesome. And as long as this doesn't change to like me donating a Thermion XP50, I'm good, or a Halo or something like that.
That'll be next year. But this year we're starting out small. We're going to do the stock market race.
It's always next year.
If y'all, I'm telling you, this is a good tournament. Y'all need to check it out. Conway Farms Predator Hunt. We're going to be doing it in February. I'm excited. Now, last year after the tournament, like the day after, I said I'm never doing this again because 24 hours of nonstop hunting. But I'm actually revved up and excited about it again. So it's having the year to get over it has done the body and mind good. But it's going to be a fun time. So what's good about it is you're hunting during the day, then you got to change over to your night rig. So during the day you're using one rifle with a daytime scope. At night you bring in your rig for with a thermal and your rifle that it's mounted on. So you're kind of mixing up and having to hunt in different situations. And it's
folks, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm just listening to this. I have zero interest in 24 hours. Now if we said 6 to 2 a.m. I'm in, but 2 a.m. to 8 a.m. I'm out.
I tell you, man, there's the people that do it are some serious hunters. The rigs that they bring out, the hunting rigs they bring out, are some of the craziest things you'll ever see, and they take it seriously. And there's people that travel around and do these tournaments and win some pretty good money. There's going to be a pretty good jackpot for the winning team, and some pretty good prizes that come along with it. But it's a grind. It's grueling. We slept out of the 24 hours we hunted. We took a 1 hour nap, slept in the truck in the middle of a hayfield for 1 hour, and woke up and went back at it. So probably not ideal for being tired running around with rifles chasing coyotes.
I'm getting too old. That would have been fun 20 years ago, but I'm an old man now.
Yeah. But so going back, the 243, I won't have any time for that. I've been wanting it for over a year. I probably won't have it anytime soon. But it's one of those things that you think about and then you lose sight of it because there's something else that you buy that's a lot easier to get your hands on. But we'll see where that goes.
Good deal. Well, folks, I tell you what, like we said, this is our wish list and our what we've bought ourselves, and this is it is obviously you can hear we're very spoiled, and we've got a wish list of things that we definitely don't need, and it's definitely don't need it. And in all seriousness, folks, we know that this is Christmas week, and I know Christmas was a couple days ago, but we want to say that even after all of this talk, we want you to take the time to remember what this week was really about, and the celebrating the birth of Christ. And so we do have fun on this show, but we do want to bring it back around to what's really important. And we hope that you did get to celebrate that this week, and that you got to spend time with your friends and family. And we appreciate y'all taking the time to listen to this podcast, not just this week, but every week. This is our last show for 2019. We do plan to be back next week for our first show of 2020. Not sure what we'll be talking about. Maybe kind of taking it easy again, just because it's a holiday week, so we don't want to get anything too serious there. But we hope that you will continue to support this show and support Outdoor Legacy. Whenever you're ready to make a thermal or night vision purchase, it means a lot to Hans and I both. And I've got a lot of people that they compliment us on the show and they appreciate what we do, and we appreciate y'all. Like I said, it means a lot. And so anyway, thanks for making a great 2019. And so if you want to find more about the show, It's thelatenightvisionshow.com. You can find all the social medias there. If you're watching us on YouTube, go up there and hit subscribe. Then click the little bell icon so you'll be notified when there is a new episode out, which we put them out every Thursday. And we would love to get more subscribers on YouTube and social media followers. If you would like to find me, you can find me at outdoorlegacygear.com. You can call and talk to Hans and I if you're looking for a thermal scope or a night vision scope, 877-350-1818. Again, I'm on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all the social medias. But if you want to talk to us, the best place is calling that phone number, and we'll be glad to help you. Whatever it is that you're needing for night hunting, be glad to help you out there. So again, thanks for everything. And Hans, tell them where they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me on YouTube at Hans ETX. That's Hans ETX. I'm going to be putting out my video very soon. Best hog drops and best coyote drops of 2019 is something I do every year, and there's going to be a bunch of them, y'all. Y'all need to check it out. So that's Hans ETX on YouTube, also on Instagram, Hans ETX. Also go check us out on the Late Night Vision Show, latenightvision.com. You can find all of our past episodes. Thank you for the support. Thank you for a great year. We look forward to seeing you in 2020. Stay tuned for our SHOT Show show that we're going to be coming out with soon. We don't know what it is yet, but it's going to be awesome. And thank
That's
y'all.
our motto.
Yeah, we hope that y'all had a Merry Christmas. It's a safe New Year. Y'all take care. Stay safe in the fields. Keep making them bacon pancakes.